That elevator, everybody. Happy, 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 happy Friday. Hope you guys are feeling awesome. Let's wait for some more of you guys to come up in here. I'm going to go in, okay? I'm going to go in. And I hope you guys are feeling fine. Had a productive week. Enjoyed the first week of September. It's been quite eventful for me, at least. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it and, staying elevated, staying positive, you know, continuing to be uplifting, all that great stuff, right? Let me adjust myself here a bit. So this topic is going to be a little bit interesting, and it's going to be something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced. So I'm going to go in on this topic for sure. Hey, spiritually enlightened. Hope you're doing awesome. Hey, Kenyetta. Hey, authentic. Hey, India. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are feeling great. Taking care of yourselves and living your best life, right? Yep. I'm happy you caught another live. I'm really happy about that. Thank you. Hey, Philip. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are all doing awesome. Empowered Educator, happy Friday. Hey, Joe, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys enjoyed the week, the first week of September, and staying positive and continuing to be uplifted, all right? Hey, Zane. Hey, everybody. Hey, Bollison, watching from New Jersey. Welcome from New Jersey. Awesome. Hey, Connie. Thank you guys so much for the positive vibes. It's really, really awesome. So, folks want to be associated with you now. All right. Folks are desperate to be associated to your name and to your identity. And where people thought that you were an extension of them, no, these people want to be associated with you and they want to be an extension of you. All right. They want to be a part of your world now. All right. Especially when they doubted you from the past. Watch how these people switch, when they start seeing that you're on something else, on some next tip, you're doing big things, right? Look who's going to come crawling back looking for a piece of the pie, or looking for, your glory, looking for a seat, looking for a plate. People wanting to be associated with you now because they see your greatness has taken off and you're now this high ranking person. It's a very special individual who has a lot to give and who's been, getting more and more abundant. People want to be associated with you now. Yeah, Bollison says users. Oh yeah, totally. Definitely. Hey Josh, hope you're doing well. Miss B says from Detroit, very cool. Shan says, where can I get that shirt? I like it. So no pressure, guys. I do have my merch up, my link up there. So there's no pressure, but you could check it out if you want to. I have a few merch items on there, and take a look around. But never feel pressure to, you know what I mean? Like that's your prerogative. It's there, So take a browse, and yeah. Yeah, Bollison says, I can relate. Energy drainers, authentic aura says, of course. Josh says, they already showed me how they wish to be treated, and I'm glad to grant wishes. I hear you. I mean, the association, anybody who is associated with you is feeling pretty good right now, all right? Especially when they know exactly what you're made of. You're somebody people want to be beside, right? And here's the thing though, there's going to be people, like Bollison said, users, right? People who just come into the mix or slide into your life to be a part of your abundance or to be a recipient of what you get now, of what you're into now, right? The blessings, the abundance, the prosperity, people want it too. So they feel like if they have that association with you, they'll get that too. They'll have that life. Unfortunately, these folks did not do the work a lot of the time. So just to be associated with you is not enough, right? Did you do the work? Did you do the healing? Are you really on my level, right? And a lot of people are not really on your level. It's an illusion. That's why a lot of people, when they come around you and they try to be associated with you after the fact, it doesn't fit. It's not a good match, right? And it's because these individuals oftentimes are coming in for clout, right? They're coming into your life trying to act like they know you, trying to act like they've been knowing you. They're your best friend from high school. It's like, I'm who I am now. I haven't been associated with you for a very long time. Why come crawling back now? And a lot of the times, these individuals show their true face. They show how they really feel about you when they start treating you funny. They start seeing you make plans. They're starting to see, good things being worked on, a lot of new ideas coming to you. And you probably had a lot of doubters saying, you're not going to be able to do all that. You're not going to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish, right? And so you remain steadfast because I mean, you're doing the work. So of course, you know what you're capable of. And you're probably saying to the haters, okay, bye. You know what I mean? I'm not going to stop because you say I should stop or you don't want to support. So you start grinding, you start working hard, you start reinventing yourself, you start doing a lot of big things. You're working in silence, you're building yourself up, you're doing a lot of great things to build your character up and to really, build that momentum up and starting to build a nice life for yourself. You're going to see your phone being blown up. All right. You're going to see your emails being blown up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, people DMing you. Hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? I see you're doing your little thing. What's going on? And people are going to start acting like they know you and they want to, they're going to start asking for favors sometimes. They're saying, hey, can you slide me $1? It reminds me of Everybody Hates Chris, that guy who's always like looking for $1. And it's just people only will use you because they know you have it like that. They know you've got it like that. So they're gonna hit you up, start taking you for everything you've got, and then boasting around town talking about they know you and they used to know you they've been knowing you from time and you're doing well. You're doing well now because you're being seen as somebody. You're being seen as a strong, mighty person. You're being seen as a giant. That's why they know you now, right? These people are superficial though, right? A lot of them are very materialistic, right? Where it's like, if you look the part, or if you're balling now, or if you're rich now, or you're caked, whatever you want to say, if you're good now in a better position than you were from before, now people want to know you. Now people want to talk to you. Now people want to hit you up and people are going to show their desperation. It's like, why are you guys all on me, right? You may feel like smothered by all these requests and all these, people trying to take something from you or use your name as bragging rights, use your name for clout, you know? It's because people see that you actually did turn out pretty great and they want to be associated with that greatness that they're peeping now. And keeping in mind, they may have seen it brewing, but now they see it in the full scope, the full entirety, the enormity of your character. People are starting to see, like, wow, that is somebody to be beside. That is somebody to learn from. That is somebody to hit up now. And it's going to feel fake to us because it's like, why didn't you hit me up from before? Or, you used to diss me. You used to hate on me, right? What's with this new energy now? But a lot of people move materialistically. A lot of people move, where it's like it's all about the image. It's all about what someone has or that clout, being famous, What does that stuff really matter though? Right? I mean, don't you just want to be you, the best version of you? Right? What does it matter? And a lot of people are going to start treating you like a celebrity of sorts, right? Where it's like everything you do is being watched and mimicked and gossiped about, and it's like you're in the tabloids, right? And people want to be associated with you. People want to be able to say they know you. People want to be able to say they dated you. They were married to you. They used to sit beside you in the classroom, and you guys used to do tests together and play soccer together. It's a lot of things people are going to start acting like, oh, now it's significant, or now it means something. Did it not mean anything from before? Why now? So yeah. Warhammer says they're pitiful, right? Yeah, Joseph the Dreamer says their hate makes you great. Yeah, of course. Oh, absolutely. Because when you're being hated on, well, there's something about you, isn't there? There's something about you. There's something about how you are and how you move that people find a reason to hate on or a reason to compete. And so, if you don't have a hater, I mean, what type of moves are you making, right? Somebody who is hated on is somebody who is doing something right in life. It's oftentimes, if you notice, it's like the people who are not doing nothing, they don't catch any type of heat. But it's the individuals who are doing big things in life. These are the people that are followed, targeted, sabotaged, right? People trying to screw them over, people who have bright minds, right? It's sick. It is sick. But that's just how it goes, right? When you have something special about you, when you have a spark, you're going to get that negative energy despite you being a positive spark or a positive influence, right? Because it's like you reflect what people aren't. You show what people wish, people wish they could be you, or they wish they could have your characteristics or do life like how you do life. And because they cannot, or they feel like they can't, they start hating, they start targeting, they start trying to make you feel small. But they know you're big though. They know that you're onto something great. They know you, right? They know what you're capable of. They see it now. They can't hide from it, right? So yeah, for sure. For sure. India, thank you so much. I love my sister so much, but I was treated horribly all my life. She messaged me saying she wanted to hear my voice. Oh, one more time. I didn't reply. Yeah, see, sometimes it is your own family. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, family can be like that as well. You'd be surprised how many family members may only hit you up because they see you're up now. They see you're up. They could have been the same people who demeaned you and who were kind of like, you're never going to amount to anything. Now they see you amounting to much more. You're not just, surviving here. You're thriving. You're knocking the competition out of the water. You're going up. Like, what a success story. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what your life looks like. Of course, certain family members are going to come knocking. They're going to be like, hey, what's up? My favorite cuz, my favorite niece, like, I love you. I always believed in you. That's what they always like to say, right? I always believed in you, but they never came to your graduation. They never clapped for you. They didn't give a rat's behind if you got your a diploma. They didn't care when you opened up your business. It's like a lot of fake stuff. People come knocking. They want that association because they see that it worked out for you. Whatever it was, it worked out. Now they want to say, oh, my favorite cousin. You know what I mean? Oh, my little nephew. Yes, yes, I knew that you'd be somebody. What? It's because they want to associate themselves with your greatness. It's like, hate on me when I'm building, right? But when I'm up, now you want a piece of the pie, or now you want that association. Association is like gives people power, right? Makes people feel very important about their standing, their social standing, right? It's fake. Fake, very fake. Like, it's fake. It is. Like, if you rock with me, you rock with me the whole way through. You're not gonna rock with me because you see some blessings pouring in, right? You're gonna rock with me even when I'm at the drawing table, even when I have to clean the slate off. Even if I have to start over again. You're gonna like me through all that, right? Because if not, then it's fake, and I'm good on that, right? Like, we don't want these fake connections because it is a distraction, right, to what we're really trying to build. And some people, when they see you building and when they see the blessings coming from it, they will diss you because they want to try to make you feel bad about trying something else or trying something out. Tell me why, when it starts taking off or when it starts taking form, taking shape, these individuals want to call you. They want to call you and be like, hey, I love you. Hey, I care about you. Hey, can we go for coffee? Let me take you out. Let's party. Can I hang out? You want to come to my place? It's like, you despised me, or you seemed to despise me when I was in my other stage, in my other early stages of building, of climbing, right? Of trying to seek a better future. In those preliminary times in my life, you were nowhere to be found, right? Or if you were around, you weren't of the best influence, like you were kind of dragging me down. Now when I'm up, now you're trying to drag me down, because you know that it's fake. right? So it can drag you down and it can make you feel very uncomfortable. It's like, are these people even genuine? Who's real around me, right? Who can I really trust? Are they really happy for me? It begs the question, right? Like, are these individuals really happy for you, or are they happy to know you and to potentially get something from you? Which one is it? And it does cause a little bit of paranoia, because as you're trying to build and trying to maintain positive connections, you got these people knocking at your door. You haven't heard them, you haven't seen them for a very long time. And so it's like you're trying to go up, but you know these people, but why are they hitting you up now when you could feel that it's fake or that it's off, And so that's why you have to navigate these situations extremely well and be very poised, because people are fake. And when you're starting that climb, people who you left behind are going to try to come up with you. And so when they try to come up with you, you got to think about if these people are of the good quality. Are their hearts right? Are their minds right? Are they fake? Are they being real? Do they really mean well? Or are they just trying to finesse? Are they just trying to get some clout? And it's not even to boast, but it's like that's how they move, though, right? Like if I'm trying to go up and you see it as a success, and the general consensus is that it is successful, that you are successful now, and everybody kind of knows that, these doubters or these people you left behind, these toxic folks, why are they trying to come up with you now, right? It's just like these situations have to be navigated expertly, because some people do not mean well. Some people mean harm. Even, just using you is causing harm, right? Using you, depleting you of your resources or your hard work, everything you've, been gifted with. That's using you, for your good vibe, good spirit, blessings. It's like, we don't want that. We do not want that. Not at all. Not at all. And thank you guys so much for the positive energy, the positive vibes, and rocking out here with me on this Friday. The association that people want to have with you is quite jarring. A lot of the times you're going to feel like, I'm not really even doing nothing special like that, but that's not the case. You're doing really, really awesome things, and people see the changes in you. They see the growth in you. They see that you mean it. You mean what you say. When you said you were going to do it, you did. Despite how hard and cumbersome it might have been to attain, you did it. You did it. And now people are starting to see that you're about your business, and now they want that association. Now they want to be able to say that they know you, and once again, there's an element of desperation, like trying to hit you up constantly, trying to call you. I've had people recently hitting me up like, hey, long time no see. Last time I recall, we didn't end on the best terms. It's kind of like interesting that people could be so like, their minds can be in such a fog, or that ego is so thirsty. You know what I mean? That people just they want you to stroke their ego. They want you to pour into them, and they didn't pour in nothing, or they depleted you, like literally the opposite. Selfish, and one-sided and transactional. It's these are the type of connections that none of us really want to partake in, right? We need real ones. We all do. If we want to stay up, if we want to go up, we have to build those real positive connections that go deeper than the skin, right? They have to go deeper. It cannot just be based on looks. It cannot be based on wealth, based on career, based on money or where you live. These things, like, it matters to a certain degree, but it has to go deeper at some point of time. That's why a lot of connections wither away, because they're very superficial. They're on superficial grounds. Those are shaky grounds, right? You have to be willing to look at people in a deeper way, Like when people want to be associated with you, oftentimes it's just for the superficial things, right? Like, oh, you have a whip now, or a nicer car than the one you used to have, or you live in a new complex, you live in a new place, or you're able to travel now. They want to come travel with you. It's like weird stuff. And but they don't fall in love with you. like the person you are, or the heart you have. They overlook that. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about, the superficial aspects of your life that they could use for clout, right? So it's you have to be deeper than that. You know what I mean? It has to be deeper, because when it's deeper, it's realer. When it's superficial, I mean, it's shaky. You have to do a little bit more of deep digging to ensure that who you're around, what you're doing, what you're getting into, who you're getting into it with, who, like whatever the case might be, that it's deeper, or there's a deeper understanding about the situation that you're in, right? People want an association with you oftentimes for superficial reasons. It is very uncommon for us to have connections based on truth, like based on real, based on things that are factual, based on things that are love based. You know what I mean? Like humanity based. It's like a lot of people on this planet are just superficial, right? And so it's like when you try to have a conversation with them, you could see where their mind's at. And you could see that, this is not really for me, or this person isn't for me. These are often the people who will doubt you because and I'm telling you, this is my opinion, the people who are superficial, when you're building, or when you may not have a lot to your name, they're looking at you like you're worthless, or you don't really have much. So why should anybody invest in you? So they're superficially judging you without even knowing what your mind could create, right? So then when they see what your mind can create, but then it created abundance that could have come in the way of material things, right? It's like they start moving like, oh, they like you now, or they can rely on you now to pay their way in life, but they don't love you. They don't like you like that. They like what you can offer, what you can give to them. That's fake, right? There's no other way to put it. Like, that's not right. That's fraudulent. It's ridiculous. People want to be associated with you because of what you have. Like, think about how shallow that sounds, right? I prefer what is deeper. If we can build a connection based on what is deeper, what is more intellectual, I will be on your side. You know what I mean? I will try to pursue some kind of union here. But if it's just going to be about Prada and Gucci and Jaguars and Maserati, you know what I mean? Because that's what a lot of people talk about now. That's all people care about now, is the image of the things, the image. Who cares about an image? When you're trying to go up in life, the image will not carry you through, but your heart and your mind will. So you have to make better choices. Like, who do you want to be? What do you want to be remembered as? What impact do you want to have in this world, right? So when you're making really, really, really awesome moves and you're getting a lot more in life, the humility you have, the humbleness you have, the love that you have is going to be overshadowed or overlooked because people are trying to get something from you, without caring about who you are to the core. How real is that? That's crazy. So that association with you, the desperation on their part is very real, right? They feel very desperate to be in your energy and to be in your midst, to look as good as they see you looking right now, right? And once again, they're very superficial. You could literally be looking better, right? You could literally be putting yourself together a little more. Not that you weren't from before, but you simply have the capability more to do it now. It comes with the territory of growth. You look a little better, a little more of a glow, a little more of a hop to your step, a little bit more cheery, smiling more. So you look more youthful. It's things like that. Like, people feel like, oh, I'm going to look good right beside that dude, because they look happy, they look wealthy, they look put together, right? Did they do the work to be beside you? You know what I mean? And a lot of them are people that we know. These are people that we know that could have very well doubted us in the past, right? Now they want to be associated with you because you're looking brand new, or because something about your life has been rejuvenated, right? It's like, but do they care about you though? Do they really like you like that? Do they really rock with you like that? Or is that just a facade to get something from you? Because people wear masks and they wear it well, right? Like I'm talking about nothing like what we've seen on Halloween night. You know, people wear the scariest masks that have never been, these are people who, they play a part very well. They know they have to come at you in a certain type of way, so they will wear a mask and they will have this facade up like they care about you, they rock with you like that, but all they really want to do is be beside you and take what you've got that they've not worked for or they've not helped with or they've not contributed to. Like what? If you think about that, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Vincent, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I have my link there for the merch. So there's never any pressure from my end for you guys to actually purchase anything at all. It's just there if you guys want to take a look at it. But it is on my main YouTube profile page. All right. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Mindset Elevator just by watching, just by being here and rocking it out. It's very uplifting. And I know you guys are busy, so I really appreciate you guys taking that time out and being uplifting people. It's really, really awesome. Cheeto says, what's up from San Diego, California? What's up, Cheeto? Hope you're doing well. Vincent says, right, fake as, yep, as F. Yeah, Josh says, that is discernment, for sure. Kenley, thank you so much for the positivity. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Bollison says they're soulless. Yeah, they're soulless folks. Empty vessel agents of darkness. Yeah, that is definitely a way to put it. Definitely. That's a very accurate description for sure. Mm-hmm. And for you guys who don't know, I'm from Toronto. I'm from Toronto, Canada. But for those who are new here, so I am a Canadian, and I do love the city that I'm born in and raised in, and it's very multicultural. It's very vibrant. It's very fun. And you got to love where you're from to a certain degree. Where you're from does have a little bit to do with how you move and what your values are, also how you're raised. Multiculturalism, I love that. I love being able to say that I grew up around people from all nations, people from all countries. I love it. So that's where I'm from. And I know a lot of you guys are from the States, United States. So big up to the United States. A lot of New Yorkers, a lot of people from Washington I've seen, a lot of people from Pittsburgh that I've seen. I've seen you guys are from, some of you guys from South Africa, right? Some of you guys are from, I'm just switching countries. I was just talking about the States. But yeah, a lot of you guys are from United States. Wherever you guys are from, I really appreciate you guys tuning in from your country, your city, your town, your state. I'm hoping everything's well with where you guys are at right now. If you guys are planning a move, hopefully, everything goes well with that. I know a lot of you guys have said that you're moving states, moving countries, traveling. So all the best for that, for sure. Texas, oh yes, a lot. Yes, yes. I've seen a lot of Detroits as well. Yeah, exactly. Empowered says they low key have an unhealthy obsession with you. Oh, yes, for sure. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. The obsession comes with the need to feed their ego, to satiate their ego, and to feel like somebody. You know what I mean? So a lot of the times when people become obsessed with you, it's something that they're probably lacking within themselves in some kind of way, shape, or form. They feel like you're the person that could be that surrogate help, that surrogate beauty, that surrogate bank. You know what I mean? Like somebody that could take them to higher heights so that they don't have to do that work, or they don't have to try too hard, or they don't have to break a sweat. You'll do the heavy lifting and then they get to have those bragging rights, right? How fake is that? It doesn't feel genuine. It feels strange to be used, and we just want to be respected. Some people really, though, want to be associated with you very badly. Like right now, especially if you're doing a lot of building, if you're doing a lot of work on the low, like you've kind of like stepped away from the lights or stepped away from the crowds and really getting into the nitty gritty, really building. People are watching that happen. People are watching that unfold, and they're probably starting to see you sprouting, blessings after blessings. Like they're seeing it all come to you. Now they want to hit you up. Now they want to like make a move, right? Now they want to say something. Now they want to sound like they're on your side, or they're your advocate, or they're your cheerleader. They've always been. A lot of the times they've not, right? A lot of the times they were a hater. Mm-mm. There's too much hate in the world, There's too much hate, there's too much competition, and there is too much strife in the world, right? Where everything is about competition. Everything is about who can beat who is better at what. Can't everybody go up though, right? Of course. But what's the world without competition, right? The world's a stage. There's always theatrics, there's always things happening, there's always, drama, there's always chaos, and there's always gonna be, right? Because that's just the world that we live in. We just have to mitigate it. We just have to know how to move around it. We just have to know how to play our cards right and move in life where we minimize these kinds of interactions or these kinds of people, right? These kinds of places that we frequent. Sometimes we have to remove ourselves and not attend anymore because of what comes with these people, places, and things. It takes us down, or it, lowers our vibrations a bit, right? It can be like that. It can be like that. The association is an obsession. Like I said, like a desperation, where people are kind of like so needy. All of a sudden, they need you so bad, so bad. And it's like, it will feel strange, it will feel very, very odd because you probably know them to not be like this, or you probably know them to be very different. Your success that you have been coming into is something for the books, right? It is something that people probably didn't see coming, probably didn't think it was going to be this grand, probably didn't think that you were going to get this high. There was probably some doubt involved here, right? So when people see the success is very real, or your blessings are legitimate, or they're very grand, people just cannot help but to switch sides, to change their tune, and to wear masks, right? To kind of like approach you now and want to be a part of your world, and want to be a part of your blessings, want to be a part of your abundance. They want to be a part of the dream, but this is very real. To them, it's it seems a little bit delusional on their end. Like they're chasing something that they will never have, because they didn't do the work. It's not to say they could never get it, but to get it through you, it's not gonna be like that, right? That's not how it works. It's very strange, very strange. Like I said, recently, a few months ago, somebody hit me up. I haven't heard from this person in a very, very, very long time. And we didn't end on the best terms. It was a little bit like a strange end to that union, right? So this person messaged me, is kind of like, what do you see? You know what I mean? I was wondering to myself, what do you see? What do you notice? Like, why now? Why are you trying to hit me up now? I didn't even respond because it's so awkward, right? There's nothing to say. Sometimes too much time has elapsed. People have showed years before how they really feel about you, what they really think of you. So it's like, why hit me up? Why are you the one trying to hit me up? I let that lie. I let that lie. I moved on, and they did not. They kept tabs on you. A lot of the times, like, they were watching you for years, or sometimes even asking people about you, right? That's an obsession. That's an obsession. It's kind of strange. It's almost like they dumb themselves down so severely, just to convince themselves that you would never be great. You know what I mean? Like they had to dumb themselves down to believe that. And then when they see that it didn't turn out like that, now they have to like dumb themselves down even further to approach you again. It's a little bit odd, like, but that's how some of these folks move, right? Because you would think they'd never like show their face again, or they would never hit you up again, or once again like that situation was just laid to rest. But here these people come back like they never left, and now they want to talk about how you're awesome, how they always believed in you, or do you want to reconcile again, do you want to date again? It could be anything. These individuals now want to be in your world in some capacity. They want to be attached to your name, attached to your spirit, attached to your lifestyle, because they think that you have gained popularity or you're being noticed. So if they're around you, they're going to be noticed too. Or people are going to think they're important just like you because they're beside you or they're around you, right? It could get pretty darn strange, you know? It can get very unnerving, you know, because you know that it's not genuine, right? It feels forced or it feels off. This interaction seems transactional. It doesn't seem like genuine, like you really mean well. It seems like you want something, or it's just self-serving that I don't benefit from it. It's just you, right? That's not what we want. We want things to be equal, right? Everything should be in an equilibrium, right? Everything should be equal. Everything should be fair and just, right? If you're only benefiting off what I've worked for or for what I've built, then what good is that? You know, can't we learn from each other or build each other up? Why do you have the desire to deplete or to use, right? Why is that your main focus? You got to change your focus. Shouldn't we be building each other up? But it's like some people, unfortunately, they just moonwalk into your life, you know, just to siphon you. And unfortunately, you know, that's the sad reality of it. People will siphon you, but they have to add a little flair. You know, they add a little, they embellish it. You know what I mean? People have to like do extra stuff to get into your good graces again, or to get you to believe in them, or to get you to open the door, you know, to get you to open the door. Joshua says energy vampires for sure. Bollison says parasites. Yep. Yeah, empowered educator says that's because we're healers. And when you heal, when you have the power to heal, you're going to be highly sought after. You're going to be somebody that people really want in their corner because you're kind of like that guru, like you're the person that knows a lot and you're able to help a lot. You're able to enlighten a lot. You're very uplifting, and you have a lot to give. Your life is looking quite glorious, you know, to the point where people need that association with you because unfortunately their garden has withered away, right? They've neglected their own responsibilities or their own growth or their own healing. They've ignored that. They've turned a blind eye to that, you know? Instead, they want to pinpoint some kind of like detour or like some kind of shortcut, somebody who will make them look good, fast, quickly. It's strange, you know, but this is what happens, right? So a lot of times they will use you because you were just the easy option, or you're big now, you're up now. Wow, this is my perfect opportunity to be somebody through them, you know, to have that association, to look important, right? But they've neglected their own reality. They've neglected their own livelihood, their own elevation, instead deciding that it's just easier, it's just better to wear a mask and to use somebody else for euphoria. You know what I mean? To use somebody to feel good for a while. It will wear off. Eventually you're just going to be stuck with you. You're going to be stuck with you, who you are and what you're about, what you stand for. You got to build yourself. You got to work on yourself so that you don't need nobody out here to use or to use as a platform or to use as some kind of like step stool, you know? You got to make your own way, right? You got to do the work. You have to do a lot of soul searching. You got to start over sometimes. You got to move away sometimes. You got to break up, get divorced sometimes. Like, it's a lot of things sometimes you got to do to break that association that you have with a lot of toxic folks or people who are just holding you back. These are the same people oftentimes that you've already distanced yourself from, that start hitting you up when they see that you're so much more than they could have ever realized. And now they're seeing you in your full glory and they're not a part of your world, right? Or not a part of your world anymore. Like, they already screwed that up, you know? A lot of the times they cannot, it's too superficial, right? Too superficial, expecting you to be perfect or expecting you to have it all. And it took you building. It took you building. It took you grinding. It took you a lot of time to really build yourself up. You may have had a lot of hate. You may have endured a lot of hate at these times, a lot of jealous energy, a lot of like condescending behaviors coming out from people around you, like trying to diss you, trying to belittle you, shame you, or deter you from trying in life, right? They did all that negative talk and now they want to talk, but they want to talk about other things, about how can they get close to you again? How can they hit you up again? Where you want to go, you want to hang, right? Now they want to have a different type of conversation. Oh, they won't bring nothing up about what they said about you before. But now they're making it seem like everything was always peaches, everything was always cool, everything I always believed in you. I always knew you could do it. Sometimes that's what they say. And they could have been the very same people who were quite literally telling you, give up, you know, but then, you know, once again, they dumb themselves down. There's a lot of delusions involved. They have to play the part, you know, they have to dress it up, they have to embellish it. They have to make it seem like they were always on your side or they were always rooting you on. These people were undercover haters or brazen haters, in your face hating, in your face mocking. Now they want to hit you up for something. You know, now they want to say good job, congratulations. They want to reconcile or be around you now. That stuff is fake. You know, that is not going to carry them upwards in life. That's going to give them the illusion of they're going up in life, but all they're really doing is riding somebody else's wave. You know, that's all they're really doing is trying to like match what you do, or be a part of your world, be a participant without having done the work, right? Mm-mm. And of course, thank you guys so very much for those who have generously donated by the super chats and the likes and the watches and the all the comments. Thank you guys very, very much. Very much. Yeah, exactly. Brother Light says it's a marathon, not a race, and you got to enjoy it. It's like the tortoise and the hare. What's the rush? You know what I mean? Do it your way, do it at your pace. A lot of people are cocky in this world, right? Very cocky because they think they have money, they think they have wealth, they think they have power or seniority. They could step on everybody, they could spit on everybody, and everybody's going to bow to them and be at their will. And these individuals a lot of time don't have heart. You know, they're lacking. And they know this. You understand? They know. They know that they're lacking. They know that there's something that they don't have, that money cannot buy, right? Or they sometimes try to buy people to be around them, buy people in their world. It's because they know without that incentive that they give to these people, nobody would really care. Nobody would really find a reason or want to really be around them organically, right? They'd rather buy these people out or, you know, do certain gestures that seem nice, but what it really is just enticement, right? Trying to get people on their side. People know that since your elevation, right? It's all organic, it's all authentic. And a small part of them most likely understand that to be associated with somebody as different as you is a good look, right? But the superficiality takes over. Now they're not really thinking about how awesome you are or what good of a person you are. They're thinking about how could you improve their lifestyle or improve their social standing or something similar to that. You know, a lot of things get watered down when people come knocking, talking about they want to be around you again, or they want to hit you, they want to hang again, they want to make things right with you. It's like, it's not organic, it's not real. Mm-mm. It's not real. It's like, it's deception. You know, it is really and truly deception. Like, people are not really who they say they are, right? And that's very problematic, because once again, we have to keep our minds right. You know what I mean? We have to keep our minds right, and we have to make sure that we maintain a level of control over our minds, stay calm, cool, and collected while trying to elevate, right? And then also keeping in mind the people that we bring around or the people that we let in our life as you're trying to go up in life. If these individuals who have held you back or who have distorted your mindset or who have shamed you or tried to stop you from living your best life, they come knocking again while you're trying to go up, you got to be careful and really assess the situation of whether these individuals really mean well. You know, do they mean well or do they mean harm? You know, do they wish to bring harm to your life? What is it? A lot of people are jealous of you, very jealous of you, but they try to push the jealousy out of their mind in order to be beside you, in order to get that association, you know? Like, some people could very much envy you and then feel like, though they know, they're very consciously aware that they feel some type of way about you, they have to push that to the side so they can kind of reap some kind of benefit from your existence. All right, because I've dealt with this and I know exactly what that looks like. Because on one hand, you could see they're jealous, you could see, you could feel it, there's no denying it. They feel some type of way when you walk into the room or when you arrive at the party. There's no faking that. They know, they feel some type of way about you. But then at the same time, you will see them kind of shift their persona or shift their demeanor to show a more soft spoken side or a more open side that might be foreign to you coming from them. You know what I mean? And they may act super nice, super, positive with you, but you know they're jealous. Like, you've seen how they treat you on other days at other times. What's going on here? A lot of these people know that deep down you're it, right? And so they are jealous of the fact that you are it and you're getting higher, but they really need to be associated with you. They really need to be in your world. It's like wanting to play both sides. It's like, why do that to oneself? A lot of people do it though, right? It's pretty crazy. Like, a lot of people want to be associated with you even though they hate on you. You know, even if they're jealous of you, they could be extremely jealous of you and they still crave that association. They feel like that overrides the hate that they have for you, or that overrides, or at least it puts the jealousy at bay. If they could siphon you a bit, it puts that jealousy at bay. It puts it to the back burner for a little bit where they can kind of like muck it up with you and, pretend like they like you, pretend like they care for you. But when they go home and they took your stuff, or they siphoned your energy, or whatever the case might be, they start going back to that dark, jealous, the real feelings that they have for you start coming out, and they start showing that they don't really rock with you like that. And then you feel used because you can see, okay, so they're changing how they move around me. that's fake. Why did they switch up? They'll do a lot of switching up. They'll do a lot of shifting their behaviors, changing the way that they interact with you from Monday to Sunday. They are never consistent. They are changing the way that they treat you depending on what you can provide or what you will do, right? How will you help them? How will you aid them? And then they use that as a gauge to see how they're going to kind of treat you. And a lot of them do this. Is wild. It's wild. Yep. Joshua says Jezebels. Right. Brother Light says real is rare and fake is everywhere. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thank you, India. Thank you. It's true. It's true. Exactly. It's true. It's like, you know, be careful who you even associate yourself with as well, of course. There's some people I used to be associated with that are no good, right? And so you definitely want to change the association, or you want to at least alter it a bit. It's not that you hate these people. It's not that you wish them to have a bad life or wish bad upon them, but you just change your reality. You shift elements of your reality to match the odyssey or to match the journey, the glory that you're after. You have to shift things sometimes. You have to change the way that you do things, change the people you interact with, change what you say to who. Sometimes you have to do that to shift the trajectory of your life. To shift, if you want a certain if you want to have something on your path, you can't chase these XYZ things that don't offer you anything. You got to change some things. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes these are loved items or loved places or loved people that you really want to, you feel like you're kind of like teetering on what to do. Sometimes you have to leave certain people away, right? And then you kind of cut out those associations because they were probably toxic in some kind of fashion, right? They could have been limiting to you, like things that just held you back. But then here's the problem, is that other people are holding themselves back, trying to be associated with you for clout, or trying to be associated with you for bragging rights. Those are not genuine reasons to want to be in somebody's life or to want to be a part of somebody's world. It has to be deeper than that. It has to be realer than that. It cannot just be that, where people are just like, oh, looking at you, seeing that you made something of yourself. Now they like you, like what part of that is real, right? It's one thing to see the improvement of an individual and pay homage to that person, or to be genuine in your approach when you're congratulating them. Some of these people really were not kind. They could have been very disrespectful or very condescending or not very uplifting as you were making your way through your journey. And so now it's like when they're acting all nice and everything seems like peaches and cream coming from them, and that's not how they are. It's like, that, where is this coming from? And it's because your elevation is very attractive. The fact that you changed yourself or your life has turned around is attractive now to the naysayers. Now they want to siphon, or now they want to use, or now they want to be a part of your world for superficial reasons a lot of the times, right? I mean, some people do regret it though. There are some people who things may have not turned out well between you and them. And as years go by or months go by and they see that you're making something of yourself, they genuinely feel bad. Like they genuinely feel shocked that that's you who they're looking at, So not everybody is inherently malicious, but there are some people who they screwed up. They realize they screwed up, and so now when they're watching you become very successful and have more to your name or more to your life, they're in actual regret that they're no longer a part of your world, and they may feel compelled to like hit you up or try to see how you're doing now, and they may be like more on the genuine side, like, wow, I did not know, but that ratio is not a lot. You know what I mean? In my opinion, that ratio is small. Most people, from what I've seen in my adult years, people are haters, man. People hate. And the moment that you start building your life and people don't see the fruits of your labor yet, they diss, they talk smack about it, they hate on it, they will try to deter you from pursuing something. But then when they see it turning out for the better, now they want to have an association with you. Or now they want to be able to say, oh, that's my cuz, or that's my bro, or that's my ex, or that's my I used to date her, it's like things like that, where it's like, keep it real, man. Keep it real, because it's not like that anymore, right? It's not like that. Things are different now, right? So yeah, I mean, be careful who you associate yourself with. I had to take measures into my own hands about who I really want around me, what I really want to invite in my life, because I know I'm telling you, some people really hate. Some people are actual schemers and plotters. They will see you building and they're just like this, waiting to sabotage. You know what I mean? Waiting, right? So I had to change my associations. I had to, like, when they say shuffle the cabinet, it's like I had to change the way that I moved around certain people and the people that I moved around. Because if I did not, it definitely would have affected, where I'm trying to head to, what I'm trying to be, who I'm trying to be, right? Your environment and what you do in your life can affect, the moves you make, your future, right? So we have to be wary with what we associate ourselves with in general, right? What we indulge in, what we feed into, right? What we consume in every way, not just food, any kind of consumption, anything we take in, our bodies, our minds. We got to be very careful what we consume and what we associate ourselves with, so we can live very, very healthy, very fruitful lives, right? Because we know we did our part. We know we tried our best. We know that we never gave up. We know that we did everything we had to do. It was a rocky ride. There was a lot of bumps, a lot of ups and downs, but we did what we had to do, because we mitigated our, life's troubles. We mitigated them to the best of our ability. And when we did that, we were able to ensure that, though we knew, trouble always comes, there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be bumps in the road. We mitigated. We're going to enjoy the journey. It's not going to be a cumbersome journey. It's going to be a enjoyable journey, because we changed the way that we do things. We are in control, where we did things different. We're making different moves. So of course. So some people want to be associated with you now because of the fact that you're highly successful. You are highly abundant, and people want to be attached to your whole existence, right? But be careful who you let in to your life. Be careful what you let infiltrate your life. All right? Be careful about who you let in your life, who you let in your innermost circle. Because a lot of people, from what I've seen, even in recent times, most people are haters. Most people have some type of jealousy complex or some kind of envy complex, hater vibes. You know what they look like, right? They all have the same face. They could be from different places, but they have the same face, They have the same modus operandi. They move the same. It's the same thing, right? These, be careful who you let associate themselves to you, right? Be wary. Don't be paranoid, but be wary. Just think about it, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. Some people just want to use you. Some people just want to take you for everything that you've got with absolutely no respect on your name. That's highly problematic. That's highly disrespectful. And we're not about all of that. We don't want to deal with that. Who wants to deal with that, right? We want to deal with what is deeper, what is genuine, what is real, what is long lasting, what is most enriching, right? And if it's fake, it's not enriching, it's an illusion, right? It's not what it seems. When people try to hit you up, saying, good job, I love you, I always knew that you would make it. Think about who these characters are. Are they genuine? Is this different? Is this a different way that they are coming at you? Were they volatile in your life? Were they more negative? So why are they moving different? Why are they showing a different face, a different mask, a different image? Why are they coming at you now with these words? But it's like, be careful, be careful. Be careful of the people you let walk right back into your life. Why? Because they see that you're up now? That's not enough. That's not deep enough, That's not, we need more evidence. We need more evidence to know if these individuals are true, if these individuals truly mean well, right? Or are they just trying to have a piece of the pie or another seat, that special seat where they could just say they know you, like a giddy fan. What is it? Do they really like you? Do they really love you and respect you? Or do they respect what you'll do for them? Are they using you as a step stool? That's disrespectful, right? There's other ways to uplift people without stepping on them, right? You don't have to step on somebody to get up in life. That you're going to be knocked down, because that's not how you treat people. That's not how you're supposed to move, right? So you got to be careful. Are these people trying to use you as a step stool, as somebody who's just going to catapult them to the top? What is it? Or is it because they really do care and they really do respect you and they do appreciate and they see your hard work and you inspire them? What is it? So just a cautionary thought there. Be careful who you associate with and be careful who wants to now be associated with you. All right, everybody. So India says majority of them are two-faced. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, that's how it is sometimes. And it's unfortunate. And that's why we have to navigate these waters expertly, so we can keep ourselves safe, keep our minds right, and continue to go up. Right, everybody? So I want to say thank you guys so very much for joining me today on this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the vibes. And you guys are also very uplifting individuals with, your very positive, uplifting comments and just your presence. I know it's been a long week for a lot of you guys, so I really appreciate you guys just being here and really just watching the stream and hearing me rant and it's I really appreciate it. I really do. I really do. I do. Yeah. Thank you, Ballison. Thank you so much. And Radio Soul, thank you so very much for that. I appreciate it. You keep it elevated 10 times. Thank you. Thank you very much. And of course, thank you to every single person who donated here by super chats. Really, really kind, for the likes, for the watches, for all the commentary. You guys are very, very, you guys encourage me to be better. You guys encourage me to come on here, and I hope you guys feel encouraged to go out there and just live your best life, like unrestricted. Live your best life. It's yours for the taking, right? There's nobody like you out here. Nobody. You got to use that to your advantage and stand out and get up, make something of yourself, right? Don't let nobody out here tell you can't do it because they can't. A lot of the times that's what it is projection. They know that you can do it. Don't listen to them, right? A lot of these people are fans and they want to be associated with you after the fact when they see that you're up, right? It's crazy. But thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys being very uplifting, being very enriching, wishing all the best. We'll stay connected during the weekend here. And thank you guys. God bless all of you guys. Pouring love to you and your families. All right. And hope you guys just, live your best life. Live your best life. Okay. Live your best life. All right, everybody. So take care, and I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye.